Alright, I am live. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and you're asking, what do you need to start a taxi business? It's a really good question, and I'm going to cover really critical stuff that you have to know, not just to start a taxi business, but also how to build a business in a way that can help you get the results that you want if you're looking at this. Because you want to be your own boss, you want to be an entrepreneur, alright, you want to take control of your income, maybe to quit that stupid job. This is really what this whole video is going to cover. So you're going to want to know this stuff, and when it comes to what you actually need to start a taxi business, friends of mine who have done this, alright, I'll just tell you, it's really more frustrating nowadays because you have Uber and stuff, but without thinking of competition, even though you got to keep that in mind when you're growing your business and planning it out, without keeping in mind competition when it comes to what you actually need, equipment that has to go in your vehicle, alright, to keep track of the data, alright, to keep track of your driving, and also track the cars, track the drivers where they are, and then dealing with supplies, equipment, employees, all this stuff and more, and then the operating costs on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I'm just going to tell you, having friends of mine who have started their own, taxi company and business, having seen them go through this process from literally ground zero, start off with just a fleet of like 5 cars, okay, 5 used cars they started off with, and some used equipment just to track things. Having seen them go through this process and with the overhead associated with it, manage and maintain it like they're employed to their business, like they're working 10 different jobs inside their business. It's crazy, alright? It can be a headache. It's, like working 10 different jobs in one if you're owning and running your own taxi company, because you got to maintain not just employees, equipment, and supplies, but the workload that's associated with it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And unless it's really your passion, alright, I would actually advise you before considering starting your own taxi business, if you're looking at this to be your own boss, I've got a lead I want to throw your way here. And my story and experience with this before you consider starting a taxi business goes back about a year ago when I transitioned from a traditional business, alright, and I went over to an internet business. I came across a person who was building a business on the internet without having to deal with any of the territory that goes with the taxi business, like supplies, equipment, cars, all that upfront investment. And because they weren't dealing with that, and now the competition, Uber, alright, because they weren't dealing with any of that stuff, I started to model and copy what they were doing, alright. They're making more money every month than I was making in a whole year, high multiple 7-figure income on the internet without creating their own products, without chasing people down, doing home meetings, 3-way calls, all the things that you'd have to do to build a client base traditionally. And because they weren't doing that, started model and copy them. Less than 30 days later, was able to create a full-time income business working part-time. Is that average? Absolutely not. Is that typical? Is that guaranteeing you results? Absolutely not. I had to work my butt off. I had to learn things. But if you're okay with that, honestly, I would advise you and re-emphasize before you consider starting a taxi business, alright? If you're looking at this because you want to create true time freedom, true flexibility, true leverage out of a business to do what you're passionate about, whether that's traveling, whether that's, helping people out in third world countries, the internet is the best business model you can learn how to tap into, where you increase your profit margins and decrease your overhead. So I hope that makes sense, alright? And chances are, if you've made it this far to the video, it shows me that you're serious, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Last tip I'll leave you with is to connect with someone, alright? Connect with someone who's building a business online, who's willing to connect with you. The internet, most powerful, most profitable way to build a business and build an income online. However, it's also the noisiest place to build a business online, which is why instead of trying to go through it all yourself and figure it out, the pieces of the puzzle yourself, connecting with someone was really my biggest breakthrough, and I'd share that with you as well, okay? Connect with someone who's building a business, who's willing to walk you through how to get the results that you want. So appreciate your time. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got value out of it, and I look forward to seeing your success story. And just to end off, if you'd like to learn more information about how to build a business on the internet, if you're coachable, trainable, and you're willing to learn, if you're not afraid of work, yes, the 4-letter word, it does require work, connect with me on my site. Check it out. If you're serious, it's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put the link in the description, and it'll be down there, and I will see you regardless of what road you go down on the beaches of the world. Take care.